There are certain places that never really leave you, not because you keep going back, but because some part of you never actually left. For years, I thought I understood why. Then, one painting made me question everything. Because I wasn't trying to paint an old memory, but as if I was trying to solve a mystery within my own memories. Why do certain places stay with us, while hundreds of others disappear? Why this road and not another? Why the present day and not yesterday? Why does an ordinary afternoon suddenly become unforgettable? I didn't know the answers. I only knew the questions wouldn't let me go. Eventually, they became this painting. Welcome to Chapter 1 of Quiet Within, a series of 6 paintings, each born from a question that quietly lives in the heart. Every chapter begins with a different question. This one asks what nostalgia is really trying to bring us back to. At first, I thought I was painting what I remembered, but something didn't feel right. Every brushstroke kept pulling me somewhere else, somewhere I couldn't explain. At first, I thought I was making mistakes. So I stopped asking, what did this place look like? And started asking, why did it stay with me? That question changed the entire painting. Maybe you felt it too. A street you haven't walked in years. A smell that suddenly sends you somewhere else. A summer evening that still feels closer than yesterday. Why? I thought this painting was about a hometown. I was wrong. Because the more I painted, the less it became about a place, and the more it became about something I hadn't realized I'd lost. So I started paying attention. I looked at the painting and realized one thing was missing. Not the pathway, not a tree. Something much harder to paint. We spend so much of life trying to preserve places. Photographs, souvenirs, maps. But none of those ever preserve who we were inside them. I kept asking myself, what am I trying to remember? But maybe that was the wrong question. Because memory isn't trying to take us back. It's trying to tell us something. Then something changed. Not in the painting, in me. I suddenly realized I couldn't remember every pathway, every tree, every street. But I could remember exactly how it felt to be there. That's when I finally understood. I wasn't painting a hometown. I wasn't painting a road. I wasn't even painting a memory. I was painting the feeling of being that person again. Maybe that's happened to you too. You think you're remembering a place until you realize you're remembering who you were when you stood there. The more I painted, the less interested I became in accuracy. Because memory has never been accurate. It's selective. It quietly edits what it wants us to keep. We spend so much of life becoming someone new. More capable, more careful, more guarded. And somewhere, without even noticing, we stop visiting the gentlest parts of ourselves. Maybe that's why certain places never leave us. Not because they still exist, but because they quietly protect the version of us we thought had disappeared. That's what the emotions behind this painting were trying to tell me. We don't carry places because we remember every detail. We carry them because they remember who we were, long after we've forgotten ourselves. Maybe that's why art matters. Not because it shows us somewhere we've never been, but because every once in a while, it quietly returns us to someone we thought we'd lost forever. I I thought this painting would answer one question. Instead, it left me with another. Because every answer seems to open the door to a different story, a different memory, a different feeling waiting to become a painting. And perhaps that's what Quiet Within has always been about. Not finding answers, but following the questions that quietly shape our lives. This was Chapter 1 of Quiet Within, a journey into the quiet mystery of nostalgia and why some places stay with us long after we've left them. In the next chapter, we'll explore a very different question. Not about where we've been, but about the paths we almost took, the lives we imagine, the conversations that never happened, the quiet weight of what if. I hope this painting, and perhaps this question, stays with you a little while longer. Until then, thank you for sharing these quiet moments with me.